Good afternoon. Now, we cannot singularly be to blame for people dying in the Channel. It is not all Britain's fault. It is a huge tragedy that people have lost their lives, and it is something that should never have happened. But this isn't all Britain's fault, and we shouldn't allow that to be the narrative. There is an argument to say that Britain's biggest fault in all of this is a lack of deterrent, being too nice. We are hardly processing any asylum claims, we're not deporting anyone, the RNLI is picking up the vast majority of boats, and we're not letting people stay in squalid tent cities like the French. So that could encourage people to take the journey across the Channel. But we have to have a look at what the French are doing in all of this. 480 million quid we've given them. Well, they are happy for migrants to be in horrendous camps, riddled with disease and freezing cold in winter. Can you imagine if Britain did that? We are not the bad guys in that situation. The French treat these people worse than we do. The French also have a policy of essentially escorting these boats out, shadowing them, because they say that it would endanger the lives of those on board if they push them back or approach them. But this guarantees that migrants will end up out in the middle of the Channel. We all hear, don't we, about the boat that capsized and the 7 or so deaths. But you know, before that, there had actually been 7 incidents of migrants being rescued from the water in recent days. The French say that it would endanger lives to push them back, but it is endangering lives to let them go. And obviously, we've got the human traffickers to blame as well, haven't we? They are now cramming around 70 people on each boat. I mean, this lot absolutely do not care about the loss of life either here or in the Mediterranean. But I must admit, I was very surprised this morning to see images of people continuing to queue to get on these boats. I was surprised to see them doing it the last time that there was a mass loss of life in the Channel. Britain has messed up. The French have messed up. The human traffickers are also, of course, to blame. But Britain cannot be held entirely responsible for people who deliberately and knowingly put themselves in a ridiculously dangerous situation and a deadly situation, like getting in a boat and sailing across the Channel just days after people have died doing the exact same thing.